honestly, I made just shy of $10,000 last week, and I'm not really super excited because, as you can tell from the tone of my voice, this is like the new normal for me. And like by the time you watch this video, you're gonna understand why this is like the new normal for me, and also most importantly how it can also be the new normal for you, because what I'm about to show you in this video is kind of like the path that I've laid down to actually get to this point in the first place. Because it's not just like, oh, I did something special and then like this stuff happened. Like, it's been a brewing process, guys, and what I'm about to show you is kind of like the pathway that people can go to get to this point in the first place, and most importantly how you can literally just like copy everything I'm about to show you and pretty much just like make a lot of money. And just to show you, this stuff does happen. It's like, as you can see, last 7 days, like 7,000 like pounds. Yesterday we did like, I think it was like 3,000 USD or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I put the exact number and it's just shy of like $10,000 for the actual day. So it's gonna do like a refresh so everyone can like kind of see all that type of stuff. I don't know why Stripe takes so long to like load this stuff sometimes, but as you can see, real money, I don't even think it's possible to like fake like the movements side of things. But yeah, just today, and some payments coming out, whatever. But now that I've showed you that that stuff is actually possible, it's real, I want to kind of show you guys the pathway, because some of you guys, you might be in different stages watching this video. So what I'm about to show you is kind of like the pathways that a lot of you guys can take, because whatever stage you're in, you're going to benefit from actually watching this. If you're not making like over like crazy figures, essentially, even if you're making more than this, like you're going to be able to benefit from this whole thing, because I've laid down a whole path, and I promise you, by the whole video, you're gonna know exactly how you can actually get to this point in the first place. So let's just jump right into it, man. I don't want to keep wasting time. The first thing you need to understand is, to get to this point in the first place where people are actually giving you like, you know, money over the internet, you need to have something of value. So this is usually the beginning stages, and I usually recommend a lot of people to actually do done for you agency work. So I'm going to assume majority of you are doing agencies already. Like maybe you're growth operating, maybe you're working with a creator, maybe you're like, you know, doing some sort of like specific agency service for someone else, you're getting paid like monetary value for it. That's completely fine. Like you start that stuff out, and I'm ideally assuming that you already have that. Essentially, you already have something that you're running, which is good. So now the question is, okay, cool, how do I acquire clients here? Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to learn a bunch of skills so you can get good at a lot of things extremely quickly. I don't know if I've showed you guys the skill graph before, but initially when you start out something, let's just say this is time over here, just like 1 month, 2 months, let's just say like 6, 12 months or whatnot. When you start something out, you're going to be slow at it, but then eventually you're going to just like kind of exponentially go up here, because it becomes easier and easier to learn skills, because everything just starts to be like patterns. It's like when you learn how to do code outreach for the first time, you don't really know what you're doing, but later down the line you're pretty good at it because you've done it so many times, essentially. Okay, that's cool. So when you're starting out, there's 2 ways you can acquire clients. You can either, majority of the time, you can either like use your time to actually get these clients in the first place, or you can buy clients. Essentially, a lot of people don't actually fundamentally understand that you can actually buy clients, and I'm going to explain to you how that's actually possible. So you buy them with either money or your time, essentially. So they're kind of the exact same thing. Money is pretty much just like a high leverage of like time, essentially. So when you have money, you can do a couple of things. You can either like, let's say, pay someone to do your outreach for you. You need to run ads to acquire a client. Let's say, for example, you run ads and it gets you a client for like, let's say you have a agency service and you charge like $3,000 a month or something like that, like normal standards. Like, actually, so this is $1,500 a month, just for like easier sake. If you charge $1,500 a month, let's say you run ads and then it costs you $1,500 in ad spend. Actually, it costs you $1,000 in ad spend to acquire a $1,500 a month client. So some people might think, oh, that's a bad return, but the LTV in the back end, which lifetime value basically means, in the back end, let's say they stay with you for 3 months now, so 1,500 times 3, that's 4,500 essentially. So you spend $1,000 to acquire a client that's paying you 4,500. That's basically how you buy clients, and you just repeat that process until you make a shit ton of money, essentially. So that's how you would buy clients specifically. But if you don't have money, if you don't have 1,000 or 1,500 to be spending on ads every month, which is completely fine, because there's a lot of people in that position. I was in that position a year and a half ago. I couldn't do that, essentially. What you need to do is you need to spend time reaching out to people, because that's all you have. You don't have anything else. You don't have money to be throwing on ads. You don't have all these type of things, but you have time. You have time to be able to like grow and spend to actually acquire people. So the reason why you should probably be doing this at the start is because it's cheap, It doesn't really cost you much or anything, because you're just sitting on your phone or like on a computer, just texting or emailing people, and you can get really fast feedback. If you automate your process, you can reach out to like 300 or 500 people in a single day and get pretty fast feedback loop on if they're interested or not interested in the offer. And if they're not, cool, change your message or you change your offer, and you rinse and repeat essentially. And this is probably the fastest way to do it, because now when you have money, you can also facilitate things to actually work faster. So let's say you want to invest in a cold email system to actually send more leads, you can do that. If you want to invest in like, let's say like a VA to actually do the stuff for you, you can do that. So that's kind of like how you buy customers essentially. And if you do this enough, you're going to sign a bunch of clients. I don't really want to touch about this, because this is not really the point of this video, because this is more of like your starting stage. A lot of you that are watching this video, if you sign clients, you've probably gone through this stage and you probably already understand this concept. Okay. Now you get to the second point. Now that you have clients, you have stuff, you're doing things for people paying you on a monthly basis, or like, quarterly basis, or whatever. They're paying you to do certain things for them. So what does this mean? What you need to do is you need to make content around the agency work and the stuff that you're doing to actually build an audience. Because right now, when you start out, you have no skills, but now you have skills because you're doing things for someone. So you have actually stuff to talk about on video. So what you need to literally do is, like a Loom video like this, you sit down, you record what you're doing, or you just like make a video about what you're doing, the types of results you're getting for this type of client, the stuff that you're doing for this client to get them results, how it is in the day in the life of like, running your own business. You just want to make video-based content because number one, you're going to be ahead of like 99% of people that just don't want to do it either way. And potential prospects can actually see these videos and they watch these stuff. Like when you put stuff out into the ether, a lot of people think, oh, no one watches these videos. Like people actually watch these videos. And I used to be surprised as well too, when I would make a video and like, let's say for example, I'd actually record a video and like I get like 40 views and I'd be like, oh, okay, but like that's 40 human beings actually watching your video, like spending time to like sit through and see what you have to say. So it's like people actually do watch your videos, and you don't need crazy amounts of views to actually get clients from your content. Honestly, I was booking in calls with people that literally used to be on TEDx, like huge speakers, and my videos were getting like 150 views, like I swear. So it's like these types of things happen. So you build an audience on the shit that you're actually doing for your agency, or the stuff that you're doing for yourself, your lifestyle, all that type of stuff, because you're going to attract people that want to be like you. And this typically takes time. Like this is not like a quick process, unless like you're literally like viral hacking and you have like certain strategies, or you're working with certain people to like boost your stuff really fast. This usually takes like a while. It's not like a very like straight process. It takes a while. Super like time compounded, but like it compounds over time. So when you have a situation where you have like over like 50 or like 100 videos, now you have a backlog of stuff for people to watch and see that this person actually knows what he's talking about. Okay, so you build a content around the stuff that you're doing for your agency, and you're going to attract the tribe of people that actually want to learn stuff about what you're doing, how you're doing new things. You're going to end up having a situation where it's like you can either attract a bunch of clients, or people that actually want to buy stuff from you, or a bunch of people that just want to learn stuff from you. So now you get to this stage, and this is the stage that a lot of people that I like to call hybrid consultants actually get to the stage, because this is where they start serving the audience with low ticket offers and consulting products. Because your audience is going to ask you a bunch of questions, guys, and certain things is going to be good, because like you're gonna get questions like, hey, how are you doing this, or like, hey, how are you running this offer? And people are just gonna be asking you stuff because you're making content out in the ether. People are seeing your stuff. So what's gonna happen is you're going to have potential to actually sell people on stuff because they have pain. Anytime someone asks you like a question about something specifically, they're trying to learn how to do something. As a result, you can probably monetize on it. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can either give it to them for free, completely for free, or you can charge for it, which is what you should be doing because it took you time to actually get that information. So what do I mean by this? Let's say a couple people come to you and they ask you for a template. You can be like, hey, I actually made something. It's like $5. I can send it to you. Cool. A list of people that are giving you, let's say a list of people that have given you $5. Let's say 100 people have given you $5. And let's say you gave this thing completely for free. Let's say you gave it for free, like in another world, it was like $0. And you gave it to 100 people, and 100 people like give you, they put like their name, phone number, email to actually get the free thing. The people that have given you just $5 are going to be, it's like, I can't even explain how big of a difference it is from someone who's giving you money to someone who's not. Because in this 100 people, you're gonna get a bunch of people that like maybe just like freeloaders, they're just coming, you're just grabbing your stuff. They don't really have any intent to buy anything. They just want free shit. But someone who's giving you money to get something, to get any sort of information, even if it's $1, I swear to you, even if it's just $1 that you charge these people, they're going to be way more likely to buy a bunch more stuff that you sell to them down the line. So you might sell someone, let's say like the clients that you could get from this like $5 template, you could get like 10 to 15 clients because they've already given you money. But here you could actually get like 0, like genuinely you could actually get like 0 people to like pay attention to you because it's free, or you might get like 2 people or something like that. But here it's just much higher because the quality is there. They've given you money. There's that proof of concept. They've paid you something. Your credit card's already there. And this is what a lot of people need to be building. You need to be building a list of buys. And guys, you don't have to be selling stuff for crazy prices. People will give you $2, $5, $6 for just certain things, certain information that you can use to create customers, guys. Customers are people who are literally like giving you money to buy certain things, buying information. They're way more likely to give you even more money. And this is what hybrid consultants do. You build a list of customers, guys, because eventually you're going to get to the point where someone would actually be interested in your agency service, but they're not gonna pay you $3,000 straight away. They might buy your $5 thing, or like your $10 thing, or your $100 thing first, and then they jump into your other things. That's usually how this stuff works. So now, because I'll show you an example. This is like my page, and I can even actually show it to you guys. Like this is like if I go into payment links over here, I don't have that many honestly, but like as you can see here, one-on-one coaching that I was doing, I don't do it on Stripe now because it was just like kind of too messy. But like if I go into payment and analytics, guys, like as you can see, probably gonna cover those, but like as you can see, guys, it's like I made like 1,000 literally just like it's like 1,500 or something like that, I think. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, it's just about 1,500. Literally just talking to people. Like I sold 6 hours of my time. 1 hour, 6 hours. I made like 1,500. There's a lot of people that don't even make 1,500 in like a month, essentially. And I did that in like literally 6 hours, which is crazy. And a lot of people just don't want to do this. And I have like my other like low ticket stuff as well too. That'll be the hybrid consulting community, 200 a week. You can learn a shit ton of assets and a shit ton of skills, and actually like, you know, make a lot of money doing this model specifically that I teach to people, and people continuously pay and they get wins because it's actually valuable. So I use that money that I'm getting from the low ticket to obviously get more clients, build an audience, and just talk about some more stuff that I'm doing for my agency. So it's like I make money with the low ticket. I make videos on how I make money with my stuff, and I get more people to pay me more money because that's the whole cycle of it. So it's like I give value like this, like videos like this that are actually like helpful, and then I basically make money from that because people see the videos and they're like, hey, this is super helpful, let me pay you some money, and then I make more videos. It's like the same cycle over and over again, and that's pretty much what you're doing. You're not doing complex things, you're not selling complex stuff, like you're just doing the simple things that just scale. And this is kind of like what you want to do. You want to have a funnel kind of like this, where it's like eventually you want to be creating stuff that makes leads, like videos like this, maybe ads like this, maybe cold outreach that gets leads. And then you want to convert these leads into customers eventually. Like when you're starting out doing done for you services, you have no interest in doing this because no one's going to pay you if you don't have knowledge. But once you have knowledge, you can monetize on that and get people who have given you more than $0, and have a huge list of people who have given you more than $0, because now you can reach out to them and sell them even more stuff because they're going to be always more likely to buy because they've already given you money in the first place. And then you can transition them into clients. Then you can get them on your weekly prices. Then you can get them on your like monthly revenues. Then you can get them as clients. You can always make the jump from here to here, but to get to true sustainable scale and to actually build a moat around yourself and actually get true enterprise value, honestly, you need to have a base of customers, people who have given you money, people who are proven to spend on you every single time, because these types of people are going to be more likely to do this, guys. And that's honestly what I do. I make content, I have lower ticket stuff that I sell to people that helps them a lot, and I basically send them, or I can just get people that have already gotten existing value from me over here, and get them into here. I have had a lot of people that pay me for a one-on-one call and then jumped into this because they found so much value from this. I've also have a lot of people that came just from leads, like people that like I cold DM or cold emailed, and they became clients straight away, and then like they still work. And then I've also had people who became clients and they also became customers because they gave me some stuff for my low ticket stuff, or like from information that I was actually just selling to them. So it's like you always have this spiral. You don't always want to have one or the other, because let's say your lead machine is not working and like you don't have a huge base of clients and you just want to get an influx of cash. If you don't have a base of customers, then how are you going to do that? You're never truly free. You're always in that circle. And this is what we as hybrid consultants try to get away from. If you don't know what that is, guys, it's like, if you follow me on Instagram, Mahis WBL, put in this in the description, you will see that we don't like to be in this cycle of just constantly sign client, churn client, sign client, churn client. You don't always want to be in a cycle. You want to get to the point where it's like you sign clients and you build that enterprise around you. People pay you monthly, weekly, or anything like that. And you provide consistent value that people stay. Okay? Obviously, you're always going to be in that mode of signing new clients and churning people. That's just the way business is as well too. But you can get to the point where you don't always have to be in that. Okay? So that's pretty much it, honestly. Like I don't have much else to say. If you're interested in learning how you can actually do this specifically, I break down a lot of stuff on my Instagram. And if you actually want to like learn exactly how you can also do this model for your agency business or like your consulting business, just check out this document. It's completely free. It literally like teaches you how to do it. If you want this document, just DM me, and it just explains like how you can actually make a lot of money and a lot of profit in your agency business by implementing, you know, this hybrid model. I actually make a lot of money as well too. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. But like I said, Instagram is going to be in the description. Just DM me, ask me any questions about this video, all that type of stuff. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.